Hey, it's Paul. Welcome back to B&B Talk. You know what I'm going to ask you to do? Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to jump right into today's episode. The first thing we see is Katie, and she's at the door at Forrester, and she observes Wyatt and Ivy, and they're going over jewelry. They just finished up with some models, and she sees Wyatt place some jewelry around Ivy's neck. They look like they have really great chemistry together. So after she comes in, Wyatt leaves, and Katie points out that Wyatt looks really interested in her. And Ivy is not sure about it, but she says that the attention is great, seeing as Liam's spending all his attention with, guess what, Steffi. Katie says that Steffi, because she's had dealings with her obviously before with Bill, that she won't let Liam out of her sight. Katie tells Ivy that she should keep her options open and maybe date somebody else. Now we know she's pointing to Wyatt, and Katie does point out that Wyatt and Ivy are in similar situations, and that maybe she should explore her options. Now after that we see Allie, and she's in the same troubled position. She gets a visit from Darla, and Darla drills into her that her mission is to stop all the people who would do Forrester harm, and she has to save all the goodness in Forrester. So she's now set her out on a specific mission. And we know obviously that it's not the ghost of Darla pulling these strings. This is a fragile girl's psyche conjuring up her mother and what she thinks she would want her deceased mother to do. So obviously we know that she needs a ton of help. We then see Steffi, and she tells Liam about the meeting and then the fact that Allie went off, and they're both worried about her mental state obviously. And then at one point they start to get friendly with each other, and Allie shows up, and she tells them that, and she actually surprises them and tells them that she heard what they were saying and that she will do anything to basically help Forrester. So now she seems to be on board with them, but we know different. She says that they're going to see a new side to her, and she's going to try. After that we see Maya, and she's with her friend Nick, and she tells him and brings him up to speed on her mom's visit, and obviously she tells him that she'd like to have her mom's approval, but it's not happening. And she also tells him that she wants Nicole to have a second chance, because Nick is sort of questioning why she's so quick to let Nicole back into her good graces. So she says, you know, that they both went through a tough experience with their parents, and that she is happy that she's giving her a second chance. Now after that we see Nicole, and she runs into Wyatt, and this is really awkward because, you know, he tries to clear the air, but initially she's cold to him, and then they argue basically about what he did and the way he did it. She's obviously not happy, and it still smarts the fact that he used her, and she thinks that he had no interest in her, but he says that he wasn't pretending to be interested in her, he legitimately was interested. Now as he's apologizing to her, Zende shows up, and we have a little bit of an exchange between the two of these guys, and I mean it's pleasant, but after Wyatt leaves, Nicole can tell that there's a bit of jealousy, and I think she likes it on Zende's part, and he asks a little bit of information about what happened with them, but she basically won't kiss and tell, and she tells Zende she thinks it's cute that he's a little bit jealous, and then they talk a little bit about maybe having a first date, but at that point Maya shows up and Zende leaves, and then Maya tells Nicole that she thinks that Zende and her are adorable together, and she also tells Maya that Wyatt stopped by to apologize. After that we go back to Liam and Steffi, and after Allie leaves they talk a little bit about it, and Steffi is impressed and Liam is shocked about this turnaround, but they think obviously it's something for the better. Now as they get cozy again, Wyatt walks in, and it's kind of disturbing, and he calls them out on it, and after the brothers trade barbs, he says, you know, this is really insensitive. Now they think he's talking about himself, but he's not. He's talking about Ivy, and he's saying after all the stuff that she's gone through, that it's not really that it is in poor taste to be doing what they're doing, and that his best bet is just to be honest with her. He makes a valid point. Now after that we see Nicole, and she's talking to Maya, and she tells Maya that she can never trust obviously Wyatt, and but Maya does approve of Zende, and she thinks that her sister should pursue this. Now they talk about after that about how Maya was abandoned by her parents, and how she really, as a person cast out on her own, had nowhere to go, no resources to turn to. And as she's talking about that, we see the parallel in her situation with Allie, and we see Allie, and you know, Allie's going through her whole thing. We see the dolls in front of her. She's flashing back to her mom in the accident, and we see that Maya could have gone the same way, but she says with the proper help she was able to turn her life around, but we see with Allie the help is not there for her. And that's where we leave things off. So pretty interesting episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Come back and follow us. Don't forget to follow us on social media. And don't forget we're on Periscope as well. So I'm looking forward to doing some live talks on that. So please come back and follow us at B&B and Talk. It's Paul. Thanks and have a great day.